You're listening to Force Fed Digital. BX you heard.
Hello kids, welcome to the Art of Bounce in conjunction with Force Fed Digital and TURN, the United Ronin Networks. My name is RalphReal Garcia, also known as R4. The Art of Bounce podcast, or Bounce Pod for short, Bouncecast, would have probably made more sense, but I've been using Bounce Pod, so Bounce Pod it is, or simply Bounce. Bounce is the pod that praises my fellow men and women like God. They deserve your praise. The good ones, that is. Licensure be damned. Those that go all out to be registered by attending school annually, paying for that, renewing your license biannually, and paying for that. We can all agree we have to pay our dues. So a big shout to those who do their jobs to the best of their abilities and pay their dues. And you wonder why some of us demand that you pay how we weigh. 'Cause we're all mandated to do this. But if we do it regularly, it only shows your dedication to what we all know. It's a thankless f***ing job 4/5 of the time. Okay, before I begin and play the tape, I have to make a fast editorial real quick. I'm seeing how places like CVS and Duane Reade, you got security packing steel. And I'm talking 38s, Glock 9s, they hold it. And I can appreciate armed guards for the work they do and the dues they pay. You already have to have a certain mindset performing your duties as a unarmed guard, but an armed guard, their psychological factor have to be above reproach. Which leads me to the one morning I went to a certain Duane Reade, and I won't mention its location, but security, I say this to you, stay the f*** off your damn phone. It's embarrassing. You're not doing your f***ing job when you're giving 100% of your attention to your smartphone. It's dumb shit. I passed by one of y'all and easily could have removed your piece from your holster. I was that close. I simply passed him by, but I was this close enough to fiend him and disarm him. Why? 'Cause he was on his phone. Stay off your phone, security. In my day, we would have caught it for being anywhere near our phones. You would have been sent home behind that. Trust me, all right? Stay off your phones, because if you're not going to devote your full attention to the job you've been hired to do, quit now and let somebody else that's going to do the job properly rant over. On this edition of Bounce, we're going to ride that 6 train again, but we're going to get off one stop before Parkchester on St. Lawrence Avenue. Head north just one block to Beach Avenue, where our story takes place. The year was 2007, and the place is called The Beach House. Okay, everybody, boss lady says it don't matter how old you are, you need to have ID in her place. I'm gonna need ID from everybody, it don't matter. Sorry, folks, that's the way the boss lady wants it. IDs, please. Thank you very much. Let's listen in.
Hello, everybody. As I sit here on my hospital bed, right now I'm about to take a sleep study. First time ever. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with that, but as I sit here waiting, anticipating this procedure, I can't help but to be a little, afraid of the unknown, if you will. I'm at the New York Eye and Ear Infirmary, and, just chilling here, waiting on the doc to get back at me, and they say it's going to take about 2 hours to wire me up and see about getting the sleep study done, Again, I'm a little afraid of the unknown. I mean, of course I'm going to have a little bit of fear, but this takes me to a place Speaking of hospitals, and, I remember going to the hospital because I pulled my groin. Whew. Man, I pulled my groin so bad one day back in 2007, this happened. The Beach House. This place called the Beach House, primarily Puerto Rican getaway, Puerto Rican bar. It was all Boricua about that place. You see Puerto Rican flags all over the place, As soon as you walk in, you're going to hear some salsa or song or whatever the case may be when it comes to tropical music. For the most part, you will hear more salsa than anything, right? If it ain't salsa, then you'll hear some old school boleros and shit like that. It's that kind of a place where, it's all middle-aged folks, nobody younger than 40. Well, there is some given times when there are a couple exceptions, like this one particular day, Tuesday. Tuesday night is ladies' night. That's right. Tuesday night, ladies' night. So not only will it attract all the ladies, I forget, it's so long ago, I don't really remember too much, but I know this much, that the girls get half price, all the drinks, and the beers are $1. Yeah, they were $1 for a bottle of whatever, Heineken or Corona, and yeah, they needed a guy like me. Actually, they needed two of us, so I hunted for somebody, anybody, to help me out over here, right? So the guy that put me on, Apache, yeah, man, rest in peace to my guy, Apache. He put me on, and he was always a good guy to me. And for him to give me his position, because he was originally the head of security there, and I guess he didn't need to work there anymore, so he put me on. And sadly, I had to call him that same night and tell him what I did. Pulling my groin and all that. What happened was, the night went without a hitch. No problems, right? No problems at all. But what happened was, the usual 40-something crowd got a little younger this day for the simple fact that we're having $1 beers. No one can say no to that. For 2007, that's a hell of a price for a beer, right? For a 6-pack in the bucket, $6, no one's saying no to that. Shoo, I'll be seeing ice buckets be filled with 12 beers at a time. And these young folks, I'm not about to say no to them. If they're over 21, presented with ID, then I can't say no to them. Now, La Vieja, the older lady, the owner of the place, Valencia, very old school mom, you know what I mean? Grandma, abuela type, straight out of Ponce. She don't take no ish. She was real adamant about those IDs. She says to me,
"Search Jesus Christ and Moses walking through that door."
Okay, say less. I got it. So everybody and their mother, it don't matter if they appear to be 50 and older, I'm supposed to check for their IDs. Fine, that's the way the boss lady wants it. And her daughter, Marilyn, it's crazy because her mom is almost albino with the white hair, bleach blonde. It was like this white hair about her, and of course, fair skin and all of that there. Her daughter, the one she calls La Morena Marilyn, right? That's what she is. Black hair, darker skin, real cutie pie. Gives me Stephanie McMahon vibes with a little Puerto Rican twist, if you can imagine some sort of delicious shit like that. Yeah. So let me describe the beach house to y'all, right? It's in the Bronx, a couple of blocks down from the infamous triangle, the herpes triangle. Couple of blocks away from Leland, that's where we reach Beach Ave. Under the 6 train, we step inside the steakhouse. A couple of steakhouses is on the same strip, but I gotta say, man, I had every single piece of steak on these blocks. Wherever they claim to have a steakhouse at, I had their meals. And I gotta say, not because I've worked there, the fact remains. The truth is, Beach House got the best steaks on the strip, all right? There's just no beating something that's that good. They're the best. Yeah. I'm going to say that. And keep doing what you're doing because they make a lot of food with a lot of love. Especially Wednesdays when they have karaoke nights. They have karaoke nights almost all the time. They be having mad food there. But the thing is, you have to go in there and buy a drink. Then you can access their buffet. And man, do they have just about all that you can imagine as far as Puerto Rican cuisine. So then, let's walk inside the place. As soon as you walk in through these double doors, you are presented with the bar to the very left. I won't call it a regular size bar. It's actually smaller than a regular size bar, but it had enough presence on the shelves to have enough drinks, top shelves all the way down to the bottom. And you are going to be met with some beautiful ladies. I mean, it's an all-women establishment, from the owners down to the bus girls. Yeah, no bus boys, bus girls. And there's the chef herself is a woman, and all women, even the one doing the dirtiest of work downstairs, ransacking whatever it is or cleaning up the house, the bus girl. She's a little Mexican chaparrita running up and down, If she don't have a broom, she got a mop. It's either one thing or the other. She's always wiping something down, and place is immaculate too. It's all Puerto Rican designs. Like, how can I say it? The decor is crazy, reminiscent of a TV novela. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know how they be designing their houses in these novelas and shit. It's crazy how their decor is lined up with plants everywhere, brick, stucco. It's all beautifully designed, these little bricks, the way they laid about. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Roses, flowers. What? So colorful, so beautiful, very tropical. Not very big, though. It's like a good 12 tables, 4 chairs on each. Sometimes they decide to put the tables together and have everybody eat like that, chairs all around them, if they opt to do that. You walk through that, and you go to the bathroom area where they have 2 machines. You know the kinds. Those little casino shits that you win money off of. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. You see them in the back of your bodegas all the time. Well, this place just happened to have 2 of them in there. And they're right next to the men and women bathrooms. Okay, then you're met with the back door, the exit. You got the front exit and the back exit. Boom. Again, the place ain't but so big. Next to the bathroom area is where you walk into, where you enter the kitchen, and kitchen ain't but so big. But man, as small as that kitchen is, they make big things happen in there, boy. Trust that. Man, we're talking Puerto Rican cuisine. That's all I'm gonna say about that, all right? Woo! Good hot stuff. Viva Puerto Rico, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So in this beach house, right? And on this particular Tuesday, this ladies' night, right? Damn it. These young bastards, I can't. I'm real adamant about letting a motherfucker in, especially when he's young, because motherfuckers, as young as they are, 21 and over, when they're younger than 30, coño, they're fucking stupid. They act retarded. That's just the way it is, bro. They're not mature. And it's like they get more immature as the years go on, man. And when you got a couple of 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds, right, fucking acting stupid, it's time to put your dukes up. So these motherfuckers, you could tell they wanted to start some shit. It was 3 of them, only 2 of us bouncers, but I was ready. I knew what I had to do. I was going to get environmental on these motherfuckers, so I see them acting up, and I'm trying to be cool about it. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to feel it out, like, I really hope they don't start nothing. But you see the boss lady, Valencia, she's giving me that eye like,
keep eye on the motherfuckers over there.
And I'm like, giving her that side eye back to her like, yeah, I got this. Marilyn wasn't there that night. And I'm glad she didn't see me act a fool, because, you know, I'm always a gentleman. Man, there they are.
You know what? I feel like starting some shit.
I'm like, God damn it, really? Really?
Yeah, you know what? I'm feeling myself enough to set it on the bouncer.
I heard one of them say. That was all I needed. So I start grabbing bottles, empty bottles, like, yeah. First of y'all start getting out of line, watch what happened. One of them stepped to me. Sure enough, I took a bottle, right in the Yeah, I ain't give a fuck. I did not give a fuck. He got at me. He got too close, so I dinged him in the head with a fucking Corona bottle. You're motherfucking right. His man came and started to step to me, and I punched him in the face with a fucking boot. That's how I pulled my fucking groin. My shoe damn near fell off. I hit him so hard when I fucking kicked him with that bro kick. The third guy, he knew better. He ran away. The first guy I initially hit, he threw bottles at me. So we're having a bottle fight, throwing bottles at each other. Pling, 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 pling. Yeah, glass everywhere. But I was dinging dude right in his face. Dude that got punched in the face with a foot, he wouldn't get up for shit. So his man dragged him. He dragged him outside and shit. I done pulled my groin. Everybody's pushed out. I'm looking for my partner. He was nowhere to be fucking found. Throughout the hustle and bustle of what just happened, my partner, if you can call him that, was in the motherfucking bathroom hiding that whole fucking time. Oh, Valencia had some words for him before I could tell him anything. Boy, and you already know how Puerto Rican women do. That woman let him have it.
¿Dónde estaba usted, cobarde? Tú eres un vicioso cobarde, hijo de su maldita madre.
I'm like, wow, chill. Yo, you gotta go, man. I'm not even paying you, bruh. I'm not paying you. Where the were you? Get the out of here. Oh, needless to say, he was really mad. No, get the out of here. You ain't done shit. You don't deserve nothing. You left me fighting out there all by myself while you locked up in the bathroom? You wildin'. You're wildin' for that, I ain't. The out of here. Ain't no way I'm paying you. And what's crazy is, luckily for me, my cousin didn't live too far from Beach Avenue. He lived on Boynton. So with this podcast, with these stories, I don't hesitate when it comes to my fellow man in black, bro. You know, I cherish them. I love them. Those that deserve and are worthy of that love. You know, as far as the villains, the wolves in sheep's clothing and this shit, nah, them. You know who I'm talking about. Ain't talking about you with this much love. Trust me on that. Sheesh. Yo, big up to my fellow men or women donning the black shirt with the security in the back, big ass white letter target in your fucking back. Big shout to us that have to put work in this to show folks that we're deserving of your respect. Man, with all of these things being said, y'all, man, I think I said just about enough. Beach house. You already know, man, my kind of place. And I know I call lots of places on this podcast my kind of place, but these are the kinds of places. The kinds of places I call my kind of place are places where I had a lot more good times than bad times. That's why I call them my kind of places. Just too bad that we had this little incident and sure, other incidences followed that. This was far from the only thing that happened, but one of the most memorable. Big up to my cousin Al. Shout out to you, my boy. And shout out to Valencia. Shout out to Marileen and the rest of the fine people that I gotten to know over at the Beach House in the Boogie Down Bronx. Salute to y'all. You already know that I love you all like cooked food. Stay healthy. Health is wealth. You already know. Take care of yourselves. Peace. Yeah, y'all. There is something out there in the air. We must all take care. Health is wealth. That's common knowledge, not just of self. Thank you
for listening to this edition of The Art of Bounce. If you might have some questions or comments or would just like to connect with me on social media, then please go to www.solo.to/RGMC2407. Go to PayPal, Cash App, Facebook group, YouTube channel, XIG, Threads, or send an email to the Gmail at RGMC2407. Go to the Art of Bounce podcast on YouTube or follow the podcast on ForceFed Digital via Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Amazon Music. Like, share, comment, subscribe, or join the United Ronin Network's YouTube channel for exclusive, uncensored versions of the Bounce Pod. Thank y'all for coming out. Let's see each other again. Meanwhile, while you're in your favorite place to hang, or even in the hospital or clinic at a doctor's appointment, and you actually see a security guard performing his or her duty humbly and not on the phones and paying attention, 100% attention, show them a little bit of love, cause whether in the company uniform or dressed in all black, know the fact the job is stressful. I guess you should know it if you're a regular listener of the podcast, but they do what they could to make sure you're good and feel secure. Be safe.